Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Christian. Christian is from the Philippines, but he lives in Los Angeles in the USA. So let's see what Christian has to say. Enjoy the interview. Amazing. So hello Christian, how are you?
Hi, good. How about you, William?
I'm very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this morning for the interview. Thank you. I know it's very early for you right now. Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me. Yeah, of course.
So tell me, how's your morning going so far?
Oh, it's great. I had a pretty busy night last night, but it's all about really like mindset, like getting up in the morning and just being happy and excited for everything that's gonna happen. You know?
Totally. I think every morning I see as a new opportunity, for a new day, something starting. And I know sometimes it can be difficult because, maybe you didn't sleep properly, maybe went to bed quite late, but I see a beauty in the mornings for sure.
Absolutely. Yes, that's true.
Tell me where you from, Christian.
Right now I am in LA, like near the Hollywood area, like Koreatown.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And why Los Angeles? Why LA?
LA because it's more like it's the central hub for everything like creative, like anything artistic or anything, you know, and it's a lot of fun, like so many things to do here.
Wow. And where are you from originally?
Huh?
Where are you from originally?
I'm from the Philippines. I was born in the Philippines.
I
Yeah.
see. And have been living in the US for a long time or not?
Yeah, I've been here since I was 7.
Ah, okay. So you have some family there as well, and you've been living for a while in the US.
I have family here. Yeah, yeah.
See. So tell me, what's the biggest joy of living in Los Angeles?
It's just the people. Like I feel like everyone here is so nice, and it's so easy to really meet people and you know, yeah, like make friends and stuff.
Well, Christian, let's start the interview talking about your career as an actor, as an artist. So tell me how everything started.
Everything started really as a kid for me. Like when I was a kid, I remember my dad would tell me stories of how literally when we would take the bus or, when we would go anywhere, I would start doing, like interviewing people. Like I was like, hey, like pretending we're like on a game show. And really like I don't want to make this story too long, but I started auditioning when I was in the, Philippines as a kid, like a 7-year-old kid. And I think throughout all the years, like I still kept the creativity. Like, I loved writing, but in terms of actually pursuing the craft, I think I had to take the safer route, graduate like university, as a clinical lab science, which I'm not practicing right now, ironically. But like I just had to do something that my family would be comfortable with.
Right.
um right. But now that I graduated, I feel like I have more freedom to be like, hey, yeah, like I'm ready to take the risk now, and it's so far it's been paying off. Like, yeah.
Amazing. I love the stories when, we pursue a career because just to make sure that our family, our parents, they're gonna somehow like it, but at the same time as well, our dream is still here and we can still pursue, we can still go after it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing. Christian, so when I start asking my guests on the show to bring something that means a lot to them, could be an object, could be a picture, could be anything. There's something you could share right now that means a lot for you?
For me right now, something that really means a lot to me, well, because I moved here back from Texas, so I kind of lost a lot of like pictures and stuff. But right now, I wanted to share like it's just something very simple, it's like this bag, like this cheetah print bag.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and it means a lot to me because it's something that really like I feel um got me a lot of friends. Like people would like say like, hey, like, oh, I like your bag, and then like we kind of get the ball rolling from there. And also it's a really great like stylistic choice. Like I feel like it goes with like any outfit, any hoodie or even like formal attire sometimes. So
That's
that's something I really miss.
amazing. And how long do you have this bag for?
I've only had it since I got here. So maybe like 5 months. Like, yeah.
Amazing. Very good. Christian, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Absolutely, yes.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here
Yes.
random fun questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Right, so before I start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about or you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay.
Amazing. First question, oh, good question. If you're not yourself, would you like to be yourself, knowing the person who you are?
I feel like I would still be me.
Why is that?
Not in like a way where it's like, oh, I'm the best. Like it's more like I feel like other than the fact that I'm used to being me already, like I know my flaws, I know, um, like my strengths. I feel like I lived a pretty good life so far,
Mhm.
like and something that I enjoyed, like, and I love my family, love my friends, and so I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Wow, good one. And why? What do you like the most about being Christian? What do you like the most about being you?
I think it's just the spontaneity, or like being spontaneous. Like, I feel like I say yes a lot.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so and there's always some kind of like alchemy where it's like whatever experience, if it's bad or good, it's like something that I can make positive in a way.
Wow. And you always been this way, Christian?
No, no, I have not. I feel like I used to be very negative, but that I
Wow.
learned to, yeah, through life be more positive.
That's amazing. And when was the point or that turn point when you felt like, oh my God, I now can see with different eyes. I can be more positive now. Did something happen or just, through life you realize that, okay, being positive, it's better than being negative?
Yeah, it was a combination of both. Not to get like too dark, but I feel like the person in my life who was very positive, who carried a lot of the positive energy in my life was my dad.
Hmm.
And when he passed, that was kind of the turning point where I realized that there wasn't really going to be that brightness in my life anymore, so I had to be that brightness.
I see.
And
Oh, I
yeah.
love that. I love that. I love the concept that for you somehow, of course, lose your dad and somehow this he was very positive and he had this right positive way of seeing life. Somehow he said, you know what? I'm gonna keep that from him. It's amazing. I love that. Wow.
Thank you.
Great. Next question. Hey, Christian from Los Angeles. Next question is, if you could ask for a miracle, what that would be?
Miracle. Um, for me, I don't know. Like I would wish for myself, but I feel like I'd rather wish for like a collective.
Mhm.
Because there are a lot of people who go through the same journeys in life. I feel like it would be a wish that I would want is for people to just be more compassionate towards other people.
Yeah.
Like we some people like kind of see things from their own perspective.
Mhm.
And I feel like people generally don't really think about, hey, like what is this other person going through? Like they're only thinking that, oh, this person's doing something wrong, or but everyone has a different like story, and I feel like if people just listen to each other, it would change a lot of things in this world. you know
Wow. And what's the
yeah.
meaning of life for you when you think about life, Christian?
Life is experience.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Tell me one of the life experience that you've learned that you feel very grateful for life.
A life experience that I learned from, like, one.
Yeah, could be something that you feel very grateful for life, that life somehow taught you that.
Well, there was what involves like a friend that I had very recently. Unfortunately, we're not really like in good terms anymore. But it kind of ties into that wish that I had about compassion. And if only something that I took away from that is everyone really is going through something different, and people have different ways of thinking about things. And if you really value a friendship, you should really try to understand them more than the way you perceived them originally. That's
Wow,
something very valuable.
amazing, very good. Next question, let's do it. Okay, before the next question, what's the biggest joy of being an artist? What do you like the most about your career?
Oh, as an actor and like as a performer, I feel like acting is fun, in front of the camera. I've never done theater, but for me, my favorite part of everything is just performing in front of like an audience.
Yeah,
Um, the energy that kind of brings you is like insane. You turn into a different person when people start, like cheering or yeah.
wow. And what do you find most challenging about the career so far as a performer?
The most challenging I think is just the nerves. Overthinking, and doubt is just very strong. I feel like it's an innate thing that humans have, unless you're like a superhero or like it's just something that you always have to overcome every single time. I feel like whether it's an audition or a performance, there's always going to be some level of uncertainty, and you just need to learn to be uncertain, be comfortable with uncertainty.
And for you, being in LA, do you think like LA is the place to be, in the US? Feel like if you want to pursue a career, if you want to, pursue in the entertainment business, do you think LA is the perfect place to be?
Absolutely. LA is everything. LA is, um, actors are here, painters are here. I just met a couple of painters recently. Musicians, even if you're into K-pop, like, like you want to be an idol or you want to be, there's like a lot of training programs here. Anything and everything is here in LA right now.
Amazing, very good. Next question is, what do you think are the best traits for a person to have?
The best traits. I think that's a really good question. I think, like I said a while ago, like compassion, number one. Number
Mhm.
two, it's grit or really like the ability to persevere through life's challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like it's also authenticity, you know,
Hmm.
authentic to who you are, who you want to be, and what kind of people you want around you. Um, yeah, those are, I think, three most important things that a person should be.
Wow. Tell me a person in your life that when you're feeling the lowest for some reason, you're feeling sad or you're feeling like, you know what? I feel like I need to talk to someone to share something to make you feel better. At the same time as well, the same person when you're feeling the greatest, you feel like, oh my God, I'm feeling so happy right now. I need to share that. I need to talk to this person. Which person comes to your mind right now?
Is it alive or does he have to be alive or
No,
no?
no.
So I talked about my dad a while ago. It's definitely him. Um, uh, for me when we were still around each other. I remember that when I would like be stressed out over like an exam or like a job interview or something, he would just tell me, hey, like, we're just gonna go on a drive or a ride or something. And
Wow.
every time we would have conversations, it would change my perspective.
So nice. And so, tell me something meaningful that you've learned from him that you're gonna keep for the rest of your life.
It's all he has an Instagram bio like right now, like on his Instagram, where it says you know, that whole thing for me. I have to say the whole thing. I'm sorry, but I
Sure.
don't even remember. Because him and me are kind of scattered, like with our thoughts, like basically on his Instagram bio says dream big, fear nothing, something shoot for the moon. And success often comes to those who are timid and afraid of the consequences.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I can really say. I feel like it doesn't really need explanation. It's just, that's something that I really am practicing.
Wow.
Um,
It's beautiful to see, Christian, this, this connection with your dad, even though he's not, in person, presence with us, but for sure he's gonna be around you all the time. He's gonna look for you, forever. It's a connection that's always gonna be there. It's beautiful to see, the way you talk about your dad, your smile, the memories. And again, I know it's difficult when we lose some, dear ones, some people that we love a lot. However, we need to think about them with a smile, remember the memories, because that's what counts, you know what I mean? And whatever he is, for sure, we appreciate that, for you to be able to always talk about him and remember him. And I think it's amazing. I love to see that, the connection you have with him, for sure. Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, what's your funniest or most memorable memory of a date that you had?
of a date,
Yeah.
I don't really go on a lot of dates, but I think a funny date that I have had, it was very recently. It's more awkward than anything. And
Uh-huh.
it's like one of those situations where you didn't even know if it was a date or not.
Okay.
You were hanging out with a girl or something. And I think because we had a mutual friend, and
Uh-huh.
then yeah, we had a mutual friend, and I really liked that mutual friend, and I wasn't really having fun with the current, the date or the hangout or something.
Yeah.
And so I think I was like, oh, we should invite him. Like, I don't know, we just, so it ended up being like a group hangout thing, and it was like really awkward. But I feel like I had like a lot of fun in general. So that's just the funniest thing I've ever done on those kinds of situations.
Wow. And for you, when you're thinking or when you are on a date scene, what's something about the other person that gets your attention? What's something about the other that go like, oh my God, that's very interesting. I like that. The first thing that gets your attention.
For me, I know this is a cheesy answer, but I think it's really basic. Like it's like kindness and empathy. Like you see that, hey, they're actually paying attention to people. Like it's the way they talk. Like they think about other people. They think about helping people, and just you can feel that they're kind. Like I feel like that's something that really catches me off guard. I'm like, whoa. I'm not saying it's rare. I'm just saying that that's something that really is important to me. You know.
I see. Amazing. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, let's do a little game. So tell me 3 names of 3 actors or 3 in the movie industry that for you feel like, oh my God, I'd love to work with those 3 people one day in different projects or different occasions. Tell me 3 names that you admire a lot.
Okay. So for me personally, that list is always changing.
Okay?
So if people are watching this like later on, my answer is probably going to be different for sure.
Right now,
Um,
at this moment, what tell me 3 names that for you feel like somehow connect with them.
right. Okay. So Kaylee Sweeney from
Okay?
Alien Romulus, David Cornsweet from Superman, and another one, Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford.
Wow, amazing.
You can't go wrong with Harrison Ford.
Okay, so now the question is going to be a bit more difficult now, more tougher. One
Right.
day, you're going to wake up in the morning having 3 missed calls on your phone from those 3 names you just mentioned right now. Which
Whoa.
one you're going to call back straight away? Which one you're going to send a message? I'll call you back later. And the third one, you don't call back, you don't send a message, you just ignore them for now.
For now. For now, not forever, right?
Just for now, not forever.
Okay. 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 So that's easy. That's actually an easy question. For me, obviously, Harrison Ford. Come on. I I'd I'd call him 3 times back. Like, you know. Second one is David Cornsweet. Yeah, definitely, Superman, you know.
Totally.
So that's the second one. The third one would be, sorry, Kaylee Sweeney, but yeah, Kaylee Sweeney, I'll definitely call you back at some point in time. It will happen, you know.
Some point, you just let for the last. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Just let it sink in. I'm like, whoa, she's an alien Romulus. Like, I have to really like process it, you know. But yeah, that's how I
No,
feel.
of course, it's a sin if you don't call Harrison Ford straight away. You know what I mean? It's not every day that you get a call from Harrison Ford, so you need to call back straight away. It's
Yeah.
possible.
I'm not saying it because he's, aged up. I'm just saying that because it's like he's a literal, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, everything. It's great.
Totally. I get your
Yeah.
point. For sure. I get it.
Thank
Okay,
you.
next question is, where do you see yourself living when you retire?
For me, there's never been a doubt about it. Philippines, you know,
How?
yeah, settling back there where I started, where I was born, Um, will I come back here? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but settling down, like living wise, would definitely be cool.
Tell me about something about Philippines that you don't find anywhere else in the world. You just find there. There's could be something about the people, about the culture, about the country. Tell me something about Philippines that for you is like, you know what? I just find that in Philippines. There's no other way, other place I can find that. There's something it comes to your mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, other than the fact that for me personally, it's home. It's somewhere where I grew up. I think it's just the people there are very warm and very kind and you go there and you feel welcome for sure.
Uh-huh.
And in general, the Philippines. I don't know if I'm answering your question still, but the Philippines, like the food there is great.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of cool tourist spots, and family's there. So those are the things that I feel personally I resonate with, but other people can also resonate with as well.
Wow. And most of your family they're back in Philippines?
Yes, I have a lot of family back there. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so your family they're watching this interview right now and have a moment, an opportunity to
Mhm.
send them a message. What would you say? They're watching. You can say in your mother language first, would you like to, and after you can translate to English. They're watching you
Okay,
right now.
yeah, I'll do the other language first. Yeah, Tagalog. Sorry, I'm like, yeah, I'm not used to doing this on camera, but yeah, si Matto, uh, alam nyo, hindi normal yung path na tinake ko, pero ina-assure ko kayo na magiging okay ang lahat. So basically what I said is, hey, this is Matt. They call me Matt, which is also why, like, my screen name is Tail because Mateo. But essentially I told them that, I know this isn't like the normal path. This isn't like the regular path, but I assure you that, with everything that's happening, things are going to be okay and everything's going to be.
Sweet, very sweet. Last question. Let's do it. Okay, before the last question, tell me a moment in your career so far as an actor, as an artist, that for you is like, okay, these moments I hold close to my heart. Tell me something, a situation that happened to you that you feel like this moment was very special.
For me, there's a lot, you meet a lot of celebrities here in LA, and it's great. It's great to meet people that you look up to. I met like Chloe Bennett from Agents of Shield. I met, like uh, I forgot their names. I'm sorry, I'm not like getting the names, but for me, the thing wasn't. It's not about meeting celebrities. For me, it's when I made my first short film, Fragile Visions, last year.
Wow.
Um, it was just like the energy in like writing your own thing and having people support it and bring it to life and playing your character. Like, I feel like that was the best feeling I've ever had, like in my entire life. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. That to answer your question.
Very sweet. Last question for you is, what makes you feel discouraged?
Me, I think when you meet people who aren't really supportive, like I feel like that's something understated. Like people are like, yeah, I don't care about what other people think, or I don't care about what my friends and family. If they don't support me, I don't care. I'm just gonna do this on my own. Like I feel like that is the worst feeling, and people don't say this enough. It's
Wow.
just the worst.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. It's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Let's start with money.
Mm. The first, what do I say?
Yeah, one word. When I say the word money, what's the first word that comes to your mind?
Abundance.
Fear.
Irrelevant.
Family.
Love.
Life.
Death.
Religion.
Spirituality.
Love.
Hate.
Sex.
Good.
Politics.
Huh?
Politics.
Important.
Friendship.
Important.
Desire.
Love.
Regret.
Abundant.
Success.
Abundant.
Wish.
Granted.
Happiness.
Abundant.
One word for Los Angeles.
I'm just gonna say creativity. There was a
Okay,
better one that I had in my head. I totally forgot what it was. Creativity. Yeah.
not right or wrong. One word for Philippines.
Philippines home.
Beautiful. One word, and the last one word for acting.
Acting. Um, Therapy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friends. Define Christian in one positive and one negative word only. What your best friend would say about you.
Word. So I'm gonna start with the positive. Energetic.
Okay.
The negative would be, I would say, be honest. People say that I'm intense.
You think that what's
Yeah,
your sign astrology, Christian?
I am an Aquarius. Aquarius,
Aquarius.
yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's play now, Christian, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But okay, Christian, but before you asking the question, through the interview, you talked so beautiful about your dad. My question for you is, do you think one day you're gonna meet him again?
Without a doubt. I know that sounded weird, like the
No?
way it sounded like I had a doubt, but it's like saying that out loud is like weird, like. But yeah, yeah, without a
Wow,
doubt.
beautiful. Okay, you can ask me a question now.
Yes. For you, what got you into, like, because you're a great interviewer, like really, like what got you into, what inspired you to really start, like, hey, like I want to interview people of, like, from everywhere, and what got you into that?
Great question, Christian. You know what? I think what inspired me the most about the show is about people. People, they are so interesting. People, they are so fascinating. People, they have different stories to tell, to share. People, it doesn't matter where you are from. It doesn't matter how, you grew up, what your beliefs, what do you believe? Or I think, it's so interesting people. You have no idea. One of the best part of the show for me, when I send the request on Zoom, and I keep it
Yeah.
exciting, waiting to see my guest for the first time, because it's an amazing. I feel so excited about my guest, because I'm gonna learn something new. I'm gonna connect with someone that's in the other side of the world. I'm going to learn something. I'm going to maybe to share something. So there's always something uh, interesting about people. So for me, the big inspiration for me to do the show, it's about people. I couldn't do the show on my own. I couldn't just sit down here and read out the questions. You know what I mean? And I need
Right.
to people around to share the show with me, to share the moment with me. And I think
Right.
it's amazing. I feel so lucky to be able to sit here and connect with people around the globe. My God, you are so far away. You are in Los Angeles right now, and we are here having such a beautiful moment. You know, you talk about your dad, about your roots in Philippines, and for me, it brings me the best, you know, because for me, it's amazing to see people expressing themselves the way they are without any judgments. I think that's what the show is about. For people to come here, you know, express themselves, be themselves without any judgments. So for me, the big inspiration for me to be here, it's about people for sure. My guess for sure. Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you enjoy the interview?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Thanks again. Thanks, Christian, for taking the time. I got so early morning. You made the time for the interview. I love it. Thanks so much for taking the time. Before you go, Christian, before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
A positive message. For me, create as much as you can. Anything. If you want to write. If you want to draw. If you want to sing, if you want to act. If you want to make, it doesn't matter how bad you think you are. Trust me, number one, there are probably worse people than you. And that's subjectively, I'm not saying anyone's bad. I'm just saying, you know, and you know, people need to see your message, and that's how you deliver it, through art. Okay, too.
Amazing. Very good.
Okay. Thank you so much, William.
Thanks again. Have a great day and keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.